Hi guys, it's Vanna, and today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 funniest Disney villains. Now these are villains that I personally find hilarious for certain reasons. One, they're cowards. Two, they're stupid. Or three, they're just overall plain crazy. So I'm going to get started. Alright, and if you guys have any funny Disney villains that you find funny, let me know down in the comments below, and I'm going to get started. So number one on my list would have to be Madame Mim from The Sword and the Stone. Now, if you guys watch my channel, you know that Madame Mim is one of my favorite Disney villains. I really like Madame Mim, just find Madame Mim funny because she's crazy. She'll do like all these interesting magical things, like turn herself from ugly to pretty, and then she'll like all things evil, and then she tries to be evil and tries to win, but then she ends up failing. It is pretty funny. I really just don't think she's evil. She's just a crazy old lady. And if you guys wish to see and I don't know if I told you guys this, but Madame Mim is my most favorite Disney villain because she's just not really evil. She's just hilarious. So if you guys want to see my Sword in the Stone review, I have that linked in the description box down below. Number two on my list had to be Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove. I find Yzma funny because she has kind of the same thing as Madame Mim. She's not really, even though she's not really crazy, she tries to have some diabolical plans, but all her diabolical plans end up failing. Like I like one scene. Sorry if I give this away. Sorry if I give this away for those who haven't seen The Emperor's New Groove, but I like when she and her henchman Krunk go to the secret lab, and she tells him to pull the lever, and then she ends up pulling the lever with the trap door, and then she ends up getting bit by a crocodile, and she goes, "Why do we even have that lever?" And it's pretty funny. Sorry if I spoiled it for those who haven't seen it. I just like how she tries to be smart. She tries to think her plan is perfect, but then it ended up not working. It's so funny. Like, she tries to kill an emperor, but ends up turning him into a llama. Okay, so that's funny. And if you guys wish to see my review on The Emperor's New Groove, I'll have that linked in the description box down below. Number three on my list would be Captain Hook from Peter Pan. Now, I find Captain Hook funny because he's the biggest coward when it comes to a crocodile. It's so funny. He seems like how fearless when he's around Peter Pan and his friends Wendy, Lost Boys, Michael, and John, and even Wendy's daughter, Jane, that's her name, I think so. Anyway, and he acts all fearless and brave and stuff like that. But when it comes, sorry, that was my phone. Just an advertisement. Anyway, sorry about that. But he acts like a coward when a giant big crocodile comes. It's so funny. Number four on my list would have to be Hades from Hercules. I find him funny because he acts like such a cool guy, and then he makes sarcastic jokes, when he gets annoyed when people blow his fiery hair out. He goes, "Whoa, is my hair out?" It's so funny. And I like how he gets mad. It is pretty funny because he ends up burning things when he's mad. It's so funny. Number five on my list would have to be Prince John from Robin Hood. I find Prince John funny because he acts all tough and brave, but he actually is a thumb-sucking coward who cries for his mom all the time. It is so funny. And when nothing goes his way, he has a big temper tantrum, and when he blames his henchmen for everything, even though his henchman's a lot smarter than he is. Yes, and then he constantly complains all the time. It is pretty annoying, but it is pretty funny, I have to admit. Number six on my list would have to be LeFou from Beauty and the Beast. I find LeFou funny because he really likes Gaston and tries his best to help him, but he ends up always failing. It is pretty funny when he makes a lot of mistakes that make Gaston mad. It's so funny. Even though Gaston mistreats him, he still sticks by his side, which is interesting. And if you guys, and I also like that he even goes along with Gaston's plan. And if you guys wish to see my two reviews of Beauty and the Beast, I'll have those linked in the description box down below. Number 7 on my list have to be Joanna from The Rescuers Down Under. Now, I find Joanna funny because she is not very bright. Like her even though her boss mistreats her, she just will try her best to do her worst for him, and he'll and I like how she like teases him, like steals his eggs. It's pretty funny. And then she tries her best to do her worst, but ends up failing. It's so funny. And if you guys wish to see my review of my 2 reviews of The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under, I have those both linked in the description box down below. Number 8 on my list would have to be the wolf from The Sword and Stone. Even though the wolf is pretty much a minor character from The Sword and the Stone, he's still a pretty funny character. Like, he tries everything he can to go eat Wart, but then he ends up failing, and and not getting him. It's so funny. Like, he hopes, like, he'll land in his mouth when he climbs to the tree. Sorry if I get away for those who haven't seen, but then he ends up catching a stick. And then he hopes he lands in his mouth when he falls to the tree again, but he ends up landing in Merlin's home. And then every time he goes to try to eat him, he, like, walks away or jumps away. It's pretty interesting. And pretty funny. And if you guys wish to see my Sword and the Stone review, I'll have it linked in the description box down below. Number 9 on my list had to be Horace and Jasper from 101 Dalmatians, animated and live action. I put those both in here just because I couldn't decide which versions were funnier. I like these 2 because I think they're pretty stupid because they try their best for Cruella de Vil. Like, they'll steal the puppies, and they'll do their best to make sure they do a good job right, or they get what Cruella needs, but then they end up failing. It's so funny. And I like how how Jasper is a lot smarter than Horace, and then he'll try his best to help Jasper out, but he ends up failing, and then Jasper ends up failing too because of him. It is so funny. Number 10 on my list had to be Kaa from The Jungle Book. I find Kaa super funny because he tries his best to hypnotize Mowgli so he can eat him, but then Mowgli ends up getting out of the hypnotizing, and then Mowgli and, like, Bagheera or Baloo both end up outsmarting him. It's so funny. And every time he tries to go eat something like a human or an animal, he just always fails. It's pretty funny. Okay, so that was my top 10 funniest Disney villains. So I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!